Hello, my name is Danny Campbell. I boxed for 15 years of my life, winning numerous amateur titles, spent 5 years as a professional. 15-1 as a pro record before a serious knee injury ended my career. I got into refereeing, refereed thousands of fights, including heavyweight championship fights in the world, before suffering another career-ending knee injury. Since then, I've been a ring announcer for HBO, and I've promoted fights all over the country, giving me the involvement of the sport of boxing for over 37 years of my life. I've had the opportunity to spend a lot of time with trainers, teachers of the sport of boxing, and today I hope to help you, teach you, understand the art of body punching. Okay, what we're going to talk about right now is the art of body punching. Remember, in today's times, there are very few great body punchers. People that come into mind, Bernard Hopkins, the great middleweight out of Philadelphia, great body puncher. You've got body snatcher Mike McCallum, great body puncher. Mike Tyson, great effective body puncher. These guys were great body punchers because of two things. They were quick and they got low to the ground. Remember, this is the most important aspect of body punching, is to get your knees bent. Fighters don't like to bend their knees and get down low because it takes a wear and tear on your legs. Build your legs up. If you do any weightlifting, build your quads up so that you can bend down, get low, take yourself out of the artillery range. Right now we're going to work on some of the different types of body punches. We're going to begin with the right hand of the body. One thing I want you to remember, when you're throwing body punches, don't expect immediate reaction. The indicators that your body punches are taking their toll on your opponent are heavy breathing from your opponent. You see a slowness in his movement. His legs are starting to get heavy. His arms get heavy. You see his arms start coming down. Give your body punches 3 or 4 rounds to take effect. You'll see that you become a much greater fighter, and the key to body punching is, if you kill the body, the head will die. We're going to start with the right hand of the body. The correct way to throw a right hand to the body, you're in your peekaboo stance, is to bend your knees and get down so that I'm eye level with my target. This way, it takes me out of the range. If I stand up here and throw a right hand to the body, my right side of my face is exposed for a left hook or any punch my opponent wants to hit me with. So what I have to do is bend down deep so that he can't hit me, he can't see me. I drop out of his side of vision, and I throw a straight right hand as if I'm throwing it to the head, but I throw it to the body. One of the keys to this body shot is where I'm placing it. It's not so much to hit him to the body. He'll probably more than likely have an elbow there. So I'm either going to loop this right hand, where I go down and loop it out over to get him to pull his elbow back, or I'm going to throw a straight right hand to the midsection and come right back up. I get down, throw it, back up. I get down, loop it, back up. As a fighter, I would work on this drill over and over. I bend down, I check my balance. I check my feet to make sure that my toes are pointed the right way. One of the real keys here, and one of the most important things, how I suffered a knee injury was my right foot. Fighters tend to carry the right foot, what they call in the bucket, with the toe turning out. If you do that, you see the position of my knee. It limits me to being able to punch with power. Plus, if I do happen to go down, the knee will buckle, chances of tearing a ligament there. So I'll make sure that my toes are pointed forward. I go down, I'm flat-footed here, my weight's right in the middle, and I'm on that toe, so I can twist into it. I can twist into it. That is the key to getting low. So practice, make yourself drop, shoot, up, drop, shoot, up, drop, loop, up. Do that round after round until your legs get stronger and your balance gets better. You'll become a very effective body puncher. All right, now I'm going to teach you how to throw a punch. I don't highly recommend, but sometimes it's necessary. It's the straight left jab to the body punch. The reason why I don't recommend it is because when you go down and you extend your arm, it opens you up. If you're fighting a real slick fighter, he'll slip you and he'll counterpunch with the right hand over the top. Sometimes, however, you have a boxer who's staying away from you. He's not wanting to initiate any contact, so you may throw a jab to the body just to see what his reaction is. The proper way to throw a jab, since you do go down and you throw your left hand out, to protect yourself, bring your right hand over to this side of your face. To the left side of your face. So you would actually go down, throw that jab, bring your right hand over here to protect for anything that comes over the top. Let's practice that on the dummy. Remember, the left jab is not a power punch. It's just a punch to make your opponent do something. So if I'm here with my opponent and I'm going to practice jabbing, I'm going to bend over. Excuse me, you're not going to bend down like you would a right hand. You're going to bend over at the waist, your right hand protecting, and shoot the jab to the body, right back. Shoot the jab to the body to get your fighter, to your opponent to react. Once again, I don't bend straight down. I bend over at the waist, shoot. We'll look at it one more time. Bend over so that I'm lowered myself, and I can shoot at the same time, bring the right hand over. Protect that side of my face. I don't have to worry about the right side, because if I did, I could do that and protect myself. To develop power, I bend over, shoot. Bend over, shoot. Bend over, checking my right hand. All one motion. Then right back. That is the proper way to throw a jab to the body. Now let's look at the left hook to the body. Joe Frazier became famous for left hooks to the body. He was a master at doubling up with hooks. He always started to the body. You want to think two things. Most people start at the body, finish with the head. A great combination to work with is start at the head, finish with the body. Something to work on as you're working in the gym. Right now, to throw a left hook to the body, to throw a proper left hook to the body, you want to position yourself two different ways. You got to get your feet under you. You're in with your opponent. You wouldn't throw a left hook out here because you'd have to open yourself up to hit to the body. So you obviously have to take a little half step over to position yourself to the right side of your opponent. When you do that, you can change that weight and just go to the body. It's very important that when you're down, you lift your elbow up, the palm of your hand is vertical with the floor. So you're down, lift it up, you dig it. The area I'm looking to hit is right here underneath the short ribs of my opponent. I don't want to hit him down here in the waist, because that's not going to do any damage. It's going to hit his hip bone. It's good, it's effective over a long period of time, but if I'm wanting to make immediate reaction and let him feel it, I'm going to hit him right there, right on that first rib with that middle knuckle. So I'm here with my opponent. I step over both feet, I come with a hook. Hit, drive it in, arc it just a little bit. Practice it again. Do it till you master it. It doesn't have to be a hard punch. It has to be placed perfectly. Perfect place is that top rib just underneath the chest. Just got to be there. After you get better at that, practice 2 hooks to the body. Practice 2 hooks to the body, right hand. Stay down low. Get yourself down. Check your balance. Make sure you've got your balance under you. Place that punch. The good thing about this, I can either hit it over the top, or I can turn my hand as an uppercut position, pick up. Easy punch. A lot of times you see fighters in clinches, and you see them, easy shot to the body. You don't realize the effect it's having, but he's not trying to hit hard. He's trying to place the punch. Place a punch. It's all the way you turn your hand. I either turn my hand over, drive down, or turn my hand with the palm to me, pick it up. Pick it up. Not hard, placed. That's the key throwing good body shots. Throwing the right hand to the body, once again, we get back to the very basics and fundamentals of boxing. I check my footwork. My toes are pointed the right direction. I've lined my opponent up. I've been throwing punches to the head. He seems to be blocking everything. He's an opponent that carries his hands up high. He blocks all my punches. So I'm going to obviously try to drop down, throw a body punch. What the most basic right-handed throw is a straight right hand to the body. First one you should learn. The way you properly throw that right hand to the body is you bend straight down. A lot of fighters have a habit of bending over or bending halfway down and doing them combined. The key is to bend straight down, keep your body straight. My feet are pointed the right way. I'm flat-footed on my left foot, and I drive a straight right hand to the midsection and back. Once again, I want to drop down below his firing range, clap, back. And as I twist into that right hand, as I throw that right hand, I twist my shoulder. I throw it as if I was throwing a right hand to the heavy bag or his head. I just throw it to the midsection. So I practice this half speed. As a trainer, I'm making sure that my fighter drops low enough. As I said, boxers don't want to bend their knees because it takes more effort, more work. I'm keeping relaxed at the upper half. I drop, throw it, get it right back. Drop, right back. I can stay here. I can come up on this side. I can come up on that side. I can pivot out. Lots of different defensive moves. But in this move here, I'm dropping down, right hand, looking for a left hook to the body. See where I'm positioned? I could hook to the head, keep my right hand where it's at. I can drop down, throw a right hand to the body, come up, throw a right hand to the head. I'm positioned for that. Key is, once again, is to get low. Drop, pump. And then when you put it all together, it should look something like this. That is how to throw a right hand to the body. All right, we just learned how to throw a straight right hand to the body. One of the things I really like about this upper torso bag is it gives me an opportunity to place my punches where I want to place them. The real key to throwing a body shot is not the power of the punch, it's the speed and the precision of the place and target that you hit. What I'm looking for now, I'm going to teach you how to throw a looping right hand to the body. A lot of times you get European fighters, you get fighters with that straight stand-up style with their hands and their elbows in front of them. The only way to get them to move their elbows and drop their hands is make them bring their elbow back. To do that, you've got to loop punches, which is a fair punch to throw, and connect them on the sides. You want to make sure that you don't hit them back here in the kidneys. But a very effective punch, you see a lot of world champions use it, is they drop down and they loop a punch to catch your opponent with the front two knuckles of your hand and drive it home. Same way you throw a straight right hand is you drop. I'm down lower than he can hit me. It's over my head. I'm on my balls of my feet, and I just loop that right hand. Drop, loop that right hand. Drop, and when I say loop, I'm just arcing that elbow up and going around his elbow. Eventually, that fighter will start bringing his elbow down so I can feint, come to the head with the same punch. It's a very effective punch. Drop, loop, put your shoulder into it. Notice that I shift my weight. My weight's here on my left foot. My right foot, I'm driving with the hip. That's the way you make a fighter open his defense. All right, we've been talking about body punching. We've talked about throwing a jab to the body, straight right hand to the body, looping a right hand around to get a guy to open. Remember, you can do that same thing with the left side of your left arm, loop to the left. Now, a real critical punch. It's one of my favorites in all-time boxing. It's not the power of the punch. Once again, it's strategically placing your punch. That's why I like this upper torso bag that I got from Tidal. I can step over. The key to it here is my target area is right here below the chest area. This is where I'm looking for. We worked earlier on defensive moves when you're slipping punches. You're slipping punches one way or the other. You slip a left jab, you take a little half step over with my right foot. You see that? I take a little half step over, my front foot follows. I don't even have to bend down as far as when I dip down, I turn my hand in an uppercut position, I shoot for that right under the pectoral muscle. That's where you'll catch your fighter in the short ribs. You've heard the saying, hit him in the short ribs, a little half step, pow, right there, right back. And I'm looking at my opponent all the time. I'm watching his hands. I throw it. I'm in perfect position to counter the head. And also, if you'll see, I'm out of the line of fire. He'd have to turn to hit me. He throws that left jab, I slip it, I'm over here, I turn my hand, I don't drop this hand, because you'll see it. I just turn it, pow! I drive that hip into it. Notice my footwork. Drive that hip into it. Not hard, let the arm be loose. Once again, full motion. Right there. You just gotta let go of it. You don't have to be hard. As a fighter, remember when you're hitting these bags, they don't hit back. Don't box these bags. Practice technique and develop power and strength. And placing the punches. If I throw this punch and I hit up here, it has no effect. If I hit down here, it has no effect. It's got to be right up under the armpit area between that pectoral muscle and the rib cage. I also do that on the left side. The only difference is half step my left foot. This way I half step my right foot, left followed. This way my left foot leads, half step, turn my hand, drive it. My opponent has just thrown the right hand, I slipped over, pow, I drive it. Once again, and I'm in position to either get out defensively with a pivot or stay in there, hook to the head, throw a right hand. I'm still in position to fight. That's the key. Defensively, I slip up underneath that pectoral muscle. I can go to the head. Two different moves. I can just stay that left side. I can interchange hands. That is the way you throw uppercuts to the body. Little half step, position my body, drive. Little half step, position my body, drive. The whole time, staying out of the range of the opponent's punches. That there will make you an effective body puncher. We've been working on body shots on the bag, how to work a bag, how to develop your punches. As a boxer, that's what you want to work on a lot. Now what I want to work with as a trainer, I'm working with my fighter, teaching him how to go to the body, and at the same time, making sure that he goes low enough that he's getting out of range. Now I'm going to work with Greg here. Like I said, he's a novice boxer. He's been boxing 6 weeks. He hasn't really gotten the grasp of the whole sport, but you're going to see exactly how he learns how to go to the body, how to take somebody from the very start, day one, and start teaching them how to work body. All right, getting into your boxing stance. He's got his feet. He's on the balls of his feet. Now, I'm going to teach him how to, what I want him to do is to drop, and I put my hand over here as if I want him to throw a right hand. I'm a boxer, keeping my hands out here. I want him to loop that right hand. Loop, I want you to drop down. All right, now as you saw, he looped. At the same time, he dropped his hand. I want you to go down, drop, stay right there. Now shoot that right hand from right, there you go. There's the difference. Go back up. Drop. Now what I'm looking for as a trainer is that he drops below my drop. That's it. He's low enough. Drop down and now throw that right hand. Drive it. There you go. Once again. Now watch how I want you to loop it a little bit more to the outside and drive it. There you go. Once again. Look at his feet. Now, as a novice, I'm going to show you how easy it is. Once you throw that, pivot to your left. There you go. See that? Beautiful. Once again, he's in here. He drops, throws, pivots. Now, as an opponent, I have to turn and do what I don't want to do. Once again, I'm going to practice drop. There you go. Beautiful. Now I want you to practice throwing your left hand. Loop your left hand. Drop. Oh, beautiful. Drop. Now this is one I want to, it's harder for a right-handed fighter to drop and loop a left hand. So what I'm going to do is teach him how to take that little half step over and throw that uppercut with his left side. What I want you to do is take a little half step, drop, do it again. Now he doesn't have to drop as much as on this one here. You don't want to drop straight down. After you step over, you want to lean to your left. You want to lean to your left so you can drive it up. Good. Try that one more time. One more time. Now, once again, so most time as a boxer, you want to hit hard. So you get over here, first thing you do is you drop trying to hit harder. You have a lot more effectiveness if you get over here and just throw that uppercut. There you go. Place it where I want it. Place it. There you go. Now, one thing I would have him do is after I teach him that, he does it. Now pivot. There you go. Beautiful. Now I have to turn. That's what you want your fighter to get used to doing. You don't want him to get over here, throw a punch, and then step back in the way of action. So once again, now we're working two different moves. He works a step, he throws a body shot immediately into a defensive move. Beautiful, beautiful. Makes me turn around as a fighter. Now then, once again, I'm going to have him loop the right hand. Now all in one motion. One motion. I give him different areas to hit. Make him reach. Make him reach. Throw some punches at him. That's right. Throw some punches. Make sure his hands are up. Now dip under it. There you go. Beautiful. See how he gets under there? Boom, boom, right hand. Beautiful. Boom, boom. Beautiful. Now that's how you work offense into defense. All right, now one thing I want to teach you, this is the last thing we're going to teach on body shots. You got to set your body shots up. Not always can you just drop down, throw a punch. Sometimes your fighter's a little bit wily. He knows more about boxing than you do, so you're going to have to set him up for a body shot. What you're going to do is use your left jab, your hands are up, jab, you're going to step over, you're going to throw a body shot but you're going to do it all in one motion. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, the only thing I see my fighter doing wrong is he's stepping right back so I can fight. So after he does that, I want him to step off to pivot on out of there. Beautiful. Not so far out. Stay right close to me. Beautiful. Notice the effect that uppercut has. Once again, he's using his jab just as a decoy. Jab. He's trying to get over. Once more. Notice how close he comes and stop when you do that. Beautiful. One more time. No, you missed it. You tried to hit too hard. Not so hard. Okay, the only thing I see him doing wrong, make your step first. He's stepping with his right foot, leaving his left foot planted. You got to move both feet. There you go. Very good. Now that will win you a lot of fights. A couple things I want to point out for you trainers out there. If you have a stable of fighters, it's impossible to work with every fighter and not use the proper equipment. What Title has to offer is this Platinum Body Protector. I love it. It's a body shield. It enables your fighter to be able to cut loose, throw punches hard, doesn't have to learn to pull his punches, and he can hit you with all of his velocity. Also, these return mitts. These are very effective. They have the dot here so that the fighter can punch the mitt going high to the head, and you can still counter punch and keep him honest. A lot of times, if you're not throwing punches back, your boxer will get where he's throwing punches and looping them and getting lazy. With those punch mitts, you can smack him and keep him honest. It's just like a boxing glove. Put your hands up. I'm going to show you how you can work. You're working jabs, working jabs. You're going to practice throwing that right hand to the body. You can drive it. You can drive it. Make your fighter develop power without hurting you. Lift your elbows up. The spots are marked. That's where I want you to hit. Over here. Make sure you turn the punches. No way can you hurt this trainer. Up to the head. Got his hands up. Now if I get careless and drop my jab, he can throw that right hand. Just like that. Keep me honest. So next time I can practice. He can practice. Right there. That will make your fighter work. One thing I want you trainers to remember, in my mind, I wish I could work with every fighter full force out sparring. Obviously, my body's too old. I couldn't take the heat every day, round after round. The great thing about this body protector, not only does it protect my body, it's also going to make my fighter work harder throwing punches to the body. He's not going to get away with throwing them to the mitts and not having to throw hard. This is going to develop his power, going to make him get down low and drive, and develop those shoulder muscles and learn to relax with his arms so he doesn't wear himself out. Also, where his hands are positioned, he's great in case I get careless. Boom, boom, to the right hand. Either punch. He's going to make me conscious. I can throw punches to the head. I can throw down. I can pump, pump. Work my combination punches. I can bump, 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 bump. All kinds of different techniques. The good thing about it is, if I get careless, my fighter standing here gets careless, I can punch back. So I want my fighter working from side to side, up, up, side, side, over here, and working for the full 3 minutes. Keep him working, keep him active, and your fighter become a much better fighter. Okay, we've seen a lot of different things today. We've worked on a lot of different moves. I can't stress to you how important body punching is. It's an art that's kind of been put to the side. Work on it every day. If you're a boxer, you're working on a heavy bag, force yourself to get low. Work on body shots. You as a trainer, make your fighter work every day on body shots. As you've seen today, we have plenty of equipment for the trainers. You have the body shield, you have the punch mitts. You have so many great opportunities. We have great videos. If you like this video, check us out on the web, www.titleboxing.com. We have everything from beginner to seasoned world champion. We hope to see you in the future. When in doubt, punch.
Title Boxing's got you covered with 16 action-packed videos to get you in the best condition of your life. Boxing and conditioning experts Danny Campbell, Michael Rutherford, Jeff Finnick, and Russ Anber put you through the paces to show you everything you need to know to improve your speed, strength, agility, and stamina. How to wrap hands, hitting the heavy bag, medicine ball, obtaining the edge of speed, interval training, punching at angles, advanced techniques, explosive speed and power, mastering the basics, punch mitt secrets, getting bigger and stronger, dynamic speed and thrust, counter punching, working the corner, defensive skills and drills, body punching, and more. Get only the ones you want, or get maximum impact with the entire series. Get the secrets of over 80 years of combined boxing and physical training experience in one action-packed video series. Where do you get it? Exclusively at TitleBoxing.com. TitleBoxing.com. If we don't have it, you don't need it.